What's up guys, Maniacs here, and welcome to The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car. Now, that was a really long title, but this game came out a little while back on itch.io, and there really isn't too much about the game, other than the fact that I know that it's more or less about two characters that are trapped in this car by themselves. And all you're really supposed to do is kind of figure out, like, the story for each other. You don't know anybody, you don't know either of the characters. I believe there's a guy that sits in the driver's seat, he's the one driving, and I believe he picks up a girl as, like, she's a hitchhiker or she's looking for a ride. I don't think they know each other based off of what I've seen from some of the actual in-game dialogue and stuff between the two characters, but more or less you're supposed to figure out the story of these two characters and what's going on. Now, there are actual 6 different endings you can get for the game based off of, like, the decisions that you make and the different choices that you make for the characters and their dialogue. So I am curious how that plays out, and I don't know. I mean, literally, the different choices could start from the first question that's asked, or it could be the last question that's asked, or something like that. I guess it's all based around what type of information that you actually get from your character. So I don't think you play as one specific character. I think it's more or less you controlling the story of both of them. But it looks like a pretty cool game, and it sounds like it's got a pretty cool little concept of kind of figuring out each character. So the game itself says that the game takes about 20 minutes to a half an hour to beat, to go through the whole thing. So let's get started and see what kind of ending we can get, because I have no idea how it's going to be. Okay, whose eyes will you see through see the road through? Oh, okay, I got you. So I actually do get to choose a character. Also, this glass broken on the edges, that's probably illegal. Okay. I don't know what either of their name is, but if I had the choice, I usually choose the girl, so why not? Let's go with that. Got it. Okay. I lay back against the passenger seat. It's weird, sitting on the side of the car, but my stomach's been feeling off for a while and I just can't drive. And so I've handed my keys over to this stranger. Oh, that's good. What's the worst that could happen, right? So it's her car, but this guy's just some random dude. I stare out the window watching the unchanging scenery whiz by. Okay, he has nothing to say. That's good. There's an awkward silence, but I don't feel like filling it. It's so stuffy in the car. I reach for the window control button and let the window roll open. Oh, cool. It actually has animations and stuff like that. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just going to hurl themselves at a moving car. Oh, so this is a zombie game? Well, who knows? Maybe they would. Fair enough. The slight breeze feels good against my neck, but this guy looks like he wants to say something. So, guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name, anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... alright, I guess I'll be Shelby, why not? That's the character's name that gives you, and I actually saw a couple of comments from people that wrote in the comment section below of the game page. They were saying, hey, I played as Shelby this time, and it gave me a little bit more information about the game, so I'm guessing I'm just going to stick with her name. Shelby. Well, nice to officially meet you, then, Shelby. Name's... Dustin. We'll go with Dustin. Why not? Dustin. Okay. Okay, so they just kind of awkward silence and they stopped again. Alright. I actually don't even need the mouse. He looks dissatisfied. How is he expecting me to react? It's not like I really care, but somehow he doesn't look very much like Dustin. I continue staring out the window. The sky is so red. Normally I'd think it was pretty, but now it's just depressing me. Bad things come out after dark. I remember that all too well. I'd rather not think about that, so I decided to break the silence after all. So, what were you doing before? Everything happened. Oh. He looks surprised. I guess I haven't been talking much since we met. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything? You know, this and that. I've never really settled into one thing in particular. What does that mean? Let's see... That was weird. Whatever. Okay, so it's based around this. So, can I save? I can. I can save right there. Cool. So, let's see what happens when I just go with, that was weird. He doesn't sound like he really wants to talk about it. I wonder what his job really was. Maybe he was trash collector. He does look kind of dirty. Well, that's not very nice. Well, I shouldn't be rude. I'm not much a catch myself. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah, well, it's really my dad's car, or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. Wait, so is this like a zombie apocalypse? Alright, didn't expect that. No idea about that. Again, like I said, there's really no description for the game other than the fact that you're two strangers in a car together. I guess that kind of makes up for why the window and everything's all broken and stuff. After Dad got that third DUI, his license was revoked. He used that as an excuse to never leave the house. It was just as well anyway. Sometimes he'd leave the car somewhere and forget where. Guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. I'm feeling surprisingly calm about this. It's like I'm on the outside looking in. I wonder if I'm really that callous. Maybe the apocalypse is just giving me more perspective. Okay.
It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually, anyway.
Okay, more awkward silence. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Yeah, take a hint already.
Surprisingly not much noise at the end of the world.
Still.
Do you think there's any radio stations left?
It'd be pretty shocked if so. I should say I'd. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. Alright, let's see if I can... I reach towards the console and turn the radio in one direction. Radio dial in one direction. There's nothing but static. Sometimes metallic screeching. Great. Hang on a sec, go back down.
What did he hear?
What did he hear exactly? There couldn't really be something there, could there? I slowly rotate the knob back to the other way. Wait! There it is, I think. Okay.
Is that?
Mariachi? Oh my god. Pfft. Oh my god, I cannot believe out of all the music that could be playing, this is what we get. What am I thinking? Of course it is. Of course we're on a highway to hell and the dark and mariachi's the only music available to us. The combination of Spanish vocals and horns in the tracks are completely ridiculous right now. I'm actually dying. The dual cat tones of this fabulous man are actually killing me. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this?
Of all the music that would be left?
Man. It takes me a minute to settle down, but then...
Wait, isn't this the same song again? Ugh, it's probably an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be?
Typical. Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all.
And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing.
Wouldn't you think a zombied even listen to? Oh, what do you think? Sorry.
Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie, or maybe they're all into baby metal these days?
I don't know. I think the Grateful Dead seems more appropriate.
You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for exactly?
Maybe they finally found themselves some peace?
Psst, peace? Huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some.
And so bad right now? Anyway. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. He gestures toward the console. 101.7 is now the Infinite Loop Mariachi radio station. So, what are you into anyway?
Music-wise? Really like Alanis Morissette.
Which, wow, I haven't heard her name in a while.
Top 40 hits, that sort of thing.
She's from Canada. Jagged Blue Pill and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. Not like I had a lot of free time to explore my musical taste for anything.
And don't tell me it's baby metal.
Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of them? I haven't even know what that is.
No, that might be for the best.
He doesn't have to know Wow. He doesn't have to know that I unironically like baby metal. Okay.
What do you listen to then?
Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but, well, you probably actually judge me more for this.
Try me.
ABBA. I don't even know who that is. Oh my god, I can't keep a straight face. Psst. I lose it. Everything is just too much. He looks kind of sullen. I'm sorry, Dustin, but no. Not that sorry. Told you.
No, it's fine. Their music's catchy.
I managed to get these words out. All the laughing making my stomach hurt more. Damn it.
I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine.
Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis.
How old do you think I am?
I'm pretty sure there is no right answer to that question.
Except for that one. I'm 22.
What kind of reaction is that? No, whoa, you look so young, or anything like that? I wonder how old Dustin is anyway.
This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. You should be happy to have it.
That's short and optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. Finally, God, that was getting annoying in my ears. He purposefully reaches over and shuts off the radio. He's got a surprisingly immature side to him too. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? Wow, I totally love how he never actually said what his age was here. What? Where did that come from all of a sudden? Let's go ahead and save again. Why not? I don't know what these type of questions are actually going to cause on the thing, but let's just pause. Let's see if... Why'd he even ruin the mood like that?
It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer.
I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Look a bit like a dying fire. That sounds kind of morbid, but
kind of fitting for the end of the world.
And okay, now it's all purple. It's silent again for a little while, but it doesn't last. So, you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, doesn't have to be a job or anything, but well, what do you like to do, or what did you do before everything?
Like to do,
huh? I turn my eyes to the window as I think on my life.
Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I would wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, back to work, get off work, eat dinner, and watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. And then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it.
And after leading such a boring life, I ended up here. I'm probably not even gonna go out with a bang. My death's going to be just as dull as my life. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kinds of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work for damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? He's just trying to sound cool. That's deep. I mean, it's kind of true in the sense, I mean, in my opinion, I think that's kind of right. I mean, I guess that would be kind of right in my opinion, but that's deep. That's exactly how I feel about it too. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to relate to him. Okay, nothing out of that.
Yeah, but I guess that doesn't matter either way.
Zombies don't care whether you're a good or bad person. We're all going to die anyway.
So, what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA.
I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Did he backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context? Well, whatever. That sounds really cliche.
Not really. It sort of suits you.
To tell you the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? Oh. I used to wish for that too. I wanted to be free. I didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. And now I'm not, but I can't say whether that's really a good thing or not.
Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh?
Yeah, monkey's paw. My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my hand against it. I felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. God, why did all this have to happen? Still feeling nauseous? Damn, I shouldn't be so obvious about it. I don't want to cause any trouble. This might be causing even more trouble, though.
Oh, yeah, it's gotten a little better, but...
Anyway, I move my hand away from my stomach. It's not like resting my hand there will make the pain go away. In a way, as long as I feel that pain, I know I'm still alive. That's a good point. That was a morbid as hell. What's wrong with me?
I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is.
You think we should stop and rest? I glance at the fuel gauge on the dashboard, nervous. We barely have a quarter of a tank left as it is.
Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Breaking wood just wastes gas.
Onwards it is, then. Trying to ignore my pain, I keep my eyes on the endless road stretched out ahead of us. Wow, it got even darker now. Holy crap. It really hurts now. I don't think I've ever been in this much pain in my life. And that's saying a lot concerning what I have to go through every month. Okay, solid point there. I deserve this, don't I? I shouldn't feel bad about it. I brought it on myself. Wait. I wonder...
Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive?
From the moment I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Just as I start to sink into reality, dark thoughts, I hear Dustin's voice. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, It's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here, that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it just garnished on the salad.
You know, I didn't believe that first. I mean, that was really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple months I just kept working, kept on like everything was fine. And then
I couldn't ignore it anymore. And then Dad. How do I even begin to explain? Listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't want to, but your old man, what happened?
My dad?
I killed him. I smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and then ran like hell.
Huh. So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore. So he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual.
Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead?
That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad.
And so am I.
And in the end, I won't be doing much better.
My stomach is burning with pain now, and guilt. I stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? Though that hasn't changed since way before, I guess. Hey. Whoa. I feel a sudden warmth on the top of my hand, hesitant at first, but then steady. Dustin's hand envelops mine, and I feel comforted, safe. We're still here, just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. Pah, that's such pretty cheesy, isn't it, huh? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, oh my god, I can't read. I bet it must be hard, losing someone that close to you. Wow, where do I even start? White lie, be honest. I would absolutely be honest with that. For some reason, I feel like I can be honest with Dustin. Even though I barely know him, I trust him. Somehow. Well, that and the fact that you're the only two alive people right here, and he hasn't killed you yet, so, you know, my mouth opens all on its own and words spill out.
Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. And then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. At the end of it all, I just felt free.
Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. It makes me feel like a monster to admit all this to someone else. It really does. But that's the truth. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. He's right. I know that I'm only human. I'm not a monster. Not yet, anyway. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. That sucks. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out here, like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. Dustin, Okay. This looks like there's stuff on the windshield now. I can't go on like this, just keeping it to myself.
Hey, Dustin. There's something I need to tell you.
I touch my stomach lightly with palm of my hand. The searing pain reminds me that I'm no longer entirely human. Oh no! I gave my humanity up when I killed my dad.
I should have said something before, I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared.
I didn't even hesitate. I swung that baseball bat as hard as I could. And then he bit me in the stomach as a parting gift as he crumbled to the ground. Even in death, Dad still found some way to screw me over. Hey, stop. It's okay. I always blame Dad for Mom leaving us. He was selfish. He was an asshole. He was that. But just look at me. I've put Dustin's life in danger. I've lied to him since the day we met. I'm my father's daughter.
But
Just keep calm, alright? We don't even really know how this all works, so maybe there's a way.
I'm so sorry.
Does it hurt?
Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold and hungry.
Yeah, she's definitely turning.
I'm not even sure if that has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this,
I look down at my stomach.
I might think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't reality.
I wish I was dead. Oh my god. Careful there, remember that thing about wishes.
Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers or my manager yell at me. Silver lining?
Psh, retail?
Almost as bad as zombies.
Worse, probably. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. We'll probably be on this road for a while.
A while.
A while, huh? Well, a rest does sound nice. I always had to get up so early for work. I'm not used to being up this late. I'm starting to feel really sleepy.
Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens?
My mind flashes to the baseball bat still in my trunk. No, I won't think about that right now. Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there, at any rate.
Yeah, maybe there'll be in a station that plays both Alienus and ABBA.
Maybe I've been running ever since Mom left. I never looked back, just kept going. It was all I could do to keep from falling apart. Dustin and I, we both done enough. We both gotten farther than I ever thought possible. I notice that the fuel gauge light is on, but I still feel strangely at peace. I close my eyes, smiling as my consciousness already starts to drift. Wherever this road goes, whatever lies at the end of it, we live, the proof of that will remain no matter what. So for now, let's just keep going forward. Oh man, and that's it? That's the whole... No. Really? That's the whole thing. Alright, so my assumption is that there are 3 endings for each character. Yeah, there's gotta be 3 different endings for each character. That was really cool. I'm assuming there's like a bad ending, a neutral ending, and then a good ending for each character. Maybe. I have no idea. And I am curious how they go through each other. But that was, I'm assuming, Shelby's good ending, maybe. Like, she was kind of at peace. She was happy about it or whatnot. I don't know. Like, that was really cool. I like the way that actually had a story and stuff to it. I am curious what Dustin's is like as well. I don't know if I should go... You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it right now. What I can do is, if you guys want me to go through and do Dustin's story, I can absolutely do that. This is a good long length of a video. We got through Shelby's good story, and I'm assuming, like I said, each of those 3 or 4 questions that I actually had to get asked or the game actually had me choose, I'm assuming those kind of manipulated how the ending went. So if I pressured Dustin into him talking about it, maybe it would have got him mad, or maybe it would have gotten it. I have no idea, but I am curious what Dustin's side of the story was. So if you guys want me to go through Dustin's story, what I can do is I can release another episode. I can do Dustin's story next Sunday. As you guys have this will go up tomorrow, which would be Sunday. I'm recording it the day before. So this would be Shelby's story. And obviously you guys kind of got the glimpse of, I'm curious, you guys could probably guess probably the same assumptions that I have about the other parts. If you guys want me to, I can go back through and do the other options for Shelby's story. But if you guys want me to go through Dustin's story next weekend, which I might actually do anyway, because this was really cool. I'm curious to see how the story would actually unfold through his eyes, because this was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting the zombie apocalypse. I had no idea, but this was a really cool little take on it. It kind of, I don't know, it's not like, it wasn't about like how bad the apocalypse is. It was kind of like dealing with seeing how two people interact about it and how they deal with it. So all in all, really cool little game. There's not a whole lot of visuals and stuff like that, but the game looks great. I love the art style. The music is really good, aside from the mariachi. God, that was frustratingly annoying, but I'm glad it didn't take very long. The story, everything is well written, so I'll probably go through Dustin's story next weekend, see what that has, and if that video is like relatively shorter, I don't know how long that one will be. If it'll be longer, if it'll be shorter, because we'd have no idea, because it literally just ends like that. So I'm curious if there's going to be another game like the Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car 2, or maybe that's just how it ends and you have to interpret how the actual characters end their story. All in all, really cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to check this game out for yourself, I highly recommend it. There'll be a link to the game in the description below. Let me know what you guys thought of this game in the comment section below. Check out the annotations for more videos that I've done, and I'll see you guys next time. Maniacs out. Pardon? Excuse me? Wait, is she asking like the last time I had sex, or is she talking about like full relationship? You're already lying to me. There's only two people here, and well, me and a computer. Why is the computer lying to me?